Mahasamadhi Day, I would like to discuss one of his names, Om Utsahavardhakaya Namaha. Salutations to one who generates and encourages enthusiasm and inspires others to do so. Some provide motivation, some instigation, but the best give inspiration. Ordinarily, we do not do something really bad because this is against our innate human instincts. But if instigated or provoked, we may perform even low actions. Instigation pulls us down, motivation takes us forward, and inspiration takes us up. Enthusiasm or inspiration inspires us to go on a higher plane. If one is tamasic, it inspires one to become rajasic. If rajasic, it inspires us to become sattvic, and sattvic are inspired to go even beyond. The worldly are inspired to follow the spiritual path. Those on the spiritual path are inspired to take it seriously and attain God. Just being in the company of great saints like Gautam Buddha or Mirabai helps us develop the intense thirst and enthusiasm to attain God. At one stage, a strange desire arises in their minds to give up even their life in order to attain the Supreme. This is the unique power of the teacher. The teacher is the one who creates this enthusiasm. Gurudev used to tell the story of Plato's caves. There was a huge cave inhabited by a tribe that was born in darkness and lived in darkness. For them, this was their world. One among them was an explorer. He set forth to find a world other than this. He was discouraged by his family and friends, but regardless, he went forth. Sometimes walking, sometimes crawling, he came to a place where he felt a breeze. Also, in the distance, he saw a light. Not having had such an experience before, he was fearful and shaken. He hesitated, but taking courage, he went towards the light. When he arrived at the source of the light, he saw a whole new world. He found sunlight, water, a gentle breeze. He was in ecstasy. Delighted with this wonderful discovery, he decided to go back to the dark world and bring all his brethren with him to join this paradise. His heart was full of compassion and love. Stumbling and falling in the dark, he went back. Full of excitement, he related his experiences, but his kinsmen were not moved. They thought that he was insane and should be treated accordingly. He tried to convince people, but to no avail. Among the multitudes of young men, one decided to take the journey. Both of them now started on the journey to the land of light. Halfway through, the youth developed cold feet. He wanted to turn back and had to be coaxed and cajoled to move on. Eventually, they reached the promised land, and he was satisfied by seeing the joy on the face of the young man. Both of them came back to try and bring some more people out of their misery. This is the path of the great Mahatmas. They try to get people to live the glory they have witnessed and live in. But unfortunately, there exists a huge communication and credibility gap between them. Ignorant people believe in ignorant people. They understand each other's language. We find it difficult to understand the language of those who have gone beyond. It is up to the spiritual masters to make the effort to move us out of this lethargy. Gurudev intuitively knew the level of each devotee and would inspire them accordingly. Some were told to perform karmas, some were given higher sadhanas, each according to their need. One young man came complaining to Gurudev about politicians and the entire political structure. Gurudev inspired him to become a politician and change the political system. He inspired business people to run their businesses properly. His inspiration was infectious. Millions heard his message and were transformed. Even now, we are being inspired by his vision. I would like to end the talk by saying that whenever we are faced with a challenging situation, we only need to think of Gurudev's names, and the qualities of the master will come in our mind. This will make the challenge very small and keep us focused on our path. So today, on Mahasamadhi Day, the best way to salute the one who generates enthusiasm is to get inspire those around us. Hari.
I would like to call upon Basanti Didwania from Vibha's